struggling to stay afloat financially? You're not alone. Did you know that nearly 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck with no real plan to get ahead? If money management feels overwhelming or hopeless, this simple three-step budget could be the game changer you've been searching for. It's designed to help you take control, save more, and finally break free from financial stress. Whether you're drowning in debt or just want to build a safety net, this approach can transform your money habits in no time. So, if you're ready to start turning things around, subscribe, and let's get into how this budget can change your life. Now, let me show you why this is so urgent and what you need to know before getting started. In today's financial world, managing your money can often feel overwhelming, especially with the economic uncertainties facing the United States right now. This video will introduce you to a simple yet powerful three-step budgeting method designed to transform your financial habits and set you on the path to stability. Whether you're just starting out or looking to improve your current financial situation, this approach is straightforward and accessible, perfect for beginners who want to take control of their money without complicated formulas or expensive tools. By the end of this video, you'll walk away with a clear understanding of how to create a budget that works for your life, how to implement it effectively, and how to make smarter financial decisions moving forward. We'll cover each step in detail, providing practical tips that you can start applying today to reduce stress, eliminate debt, or build a savings cushion. This isn't just about numbers. It's about empowering you to take charge of your financial future. So, whether you're aiming to pay off loans faster or simply want peace of mind knowing your money is working for you, this method will guide you there. But to make smart decisions, you first need to understand the economic landscape we're dealing with. In today's economic landscape, understanding the broader financial environment is crucial for taking control of your personal finances. Recent data from the Federal Reserve shows that inflation has been persistently high, averaging around 4.5% over the past year, which reduces the purchasing power of your dollar and increases living costs. Meanwhile, the Federal Reserve has raised interest rates multiple times to combat inflation, making borrowing more expensive and impacting everything from mortgages to credit cards. The Bureau of Labor Statistics reports that housing costs, which make up a significant portion of household expenses, have increased by nearly 7% annually, putting additional pressure on family budgets. At the same time, tax policies are shifting, with potential changes in brackets and deductions on the horizon, influencing disposable income. Market cycles also play a role. Periods of economic expansion can boost income and job security, while downturns may bring layoffs and financial uncertainty. All these factors create a complex environment where managing money feels more challenging than ever. Understanding these macro trends helps you see why many Americans struggle to stay on top of their finances, with nearly 78% living paycheck to paycheck, according to the Federal Reserve. With that context in mind, let's break down a strategy you can actually apply to navigate this environment and regain control over your financial future. Imagine taking control of your finances with a simple, easy-to-follow plan that can truly change your life. This three-step budget is designed to help you manage your money more effectively, save more, and reduce stress. The process starts by understanding where your money is going each month. You track your income and expenses, so you know exactly what you earn and spend. Next, you set clear, achievable goals like paying off debt or building an emergency fund. Then, you create a budget that allocates your income toward these priorities, making sure you spend less than you earn. Key terms to keep in mind are fixed expenses like rent or bills, variable expenses like groceries or entertainment, and savings goals. By categorizing your spending, you can see areas where you can cut back and redirect that money toward your priorities. Finally, you stick to your budget, review it regularly, and make adjustments as needed. This helps you stay on track, avoid unnecessary debt, and build a safety net for the future. The goal is to develop healthy money habits that let you take control rather than feeling overwhelmed by financial uncertainty. This simple framework is accessible for anyone, regardless of income or experience. It's about making small, consistent changes that add up over time. Now, let's look at a real-world example to see exactly how this plays out in practice. Imagine you're looking to buy a home in Dallas, Texas. Using a tool like Zillow or MortgageCalculator.org, you find a property priced at $300,000. You plan to put down 20%, which is $60,000, leaving a mortgage of $240,000. With current interest rates around 6%, your monthly mortgage payment, including property taxes and insurance, will be approximately $1,700. Next, you assess your income and expenses. Suppose your monthly take-home pay is $4,000. You list your essential expenses, $1,000 for rent or current housing, $600 for utilities and groceries, $300 for transportation, and $200 for debt payments. That leaves you with about $1,900. After allocating $500 monthly to savings for a future home, you still have roughly $1,400 for additional savings or unexpected costs. Now, compare the new mortgage payment of $1,700 to your current rent of $1,000. It's a significant increase, but with careful budgeting, cutting discretionary spending like dining out or entertainment, you can manage this shift. You also factor in the property taxes and insurance, roughly $300 per month, bringing the total to about $2,000. This means you need to adjust your spending to ensure your income comfortably covers all new expenses without risking debt. This process helps you see whether the home fits within your financial capacity. Remember, this looks great, but only if you avoid the common traps that ruin deals like this. Managing your finances can feel overwhelming, but avoiding common mistakes can make all the difference. First, many people mishandle their credit, either ignoring their score or missing payments, which can hurt their borrowing options. For example, I knew someone who ignored her credit report until she needed a loan and then found her score had dropped, costing her thousands in higher interest. Second, overpaying for things like insurance or utilities happens when we don't compare options or negotiate. I once paid more for a phone plan simply because I didn't shop around, only to discover better deals later. Third, skipping due diligence before big purchases or investments can be costly. A friend bought a house without thoroughly checking its condition, leading to unexpected repairs. These errors can be prevented by staying informed and proactive. To avoid those mistakes, here are the best tools and resources available right now. Managing your finances doesn't have to be overwhelming. With a simple 3-step budget, you can take control of your money and build a more secure future. First, understand your cash flow by tracking all income and expenses. For this, platforms like Mint.com, and Personal Capital, PersonalCapital.com, are excellent. They automatically categorize your transactions, giving you a clear picture of where your money goes. Next, set clear financial goals, whether it's paying off debt, saving for a house, or building an emergency fund. Websites like NerdWallet, NerdWallet.com, and Bankrate, Bankrate.com, offer tools and advice to help you define and plan these goals effectively. Finally, create a categorized budget, dividing your spending into essentials, savings, and discretionary expenses. Apps like EveryDollar, EveryDollar.com, and Inab, YoYouNeedABudget.com, make it easy to set limits and monitor your progress regularly. These tools support your strategy by providing real-time insights and helping you identify areas to cut costs and save more. Now that you've got the tools, let's talk about the first thing you can do today to get started. Begin by tracking your expenses for the next week using one of these apps. This simple step will give you an immediate snapshot of your spending habits and set the foundation for your budget. Remember, small, consistent actions lead to big financial changes. Imagine taking just one small step today that could completely change your financial future. It might be as simple as downloading a budgeting app or listing your expenses from the past week. That initial action unlocks clarity and control, turning confusion into a clear plan. When you see exactly where your money goes, it becomes easier to identify areas to cut back and set realistic goals. For example, checking your credit score or tracking your spending might seem minor, but these steps build the foundation for smarter decisions. They create momentum, making larger goals, like saving for a house or paying off debt, feel more achievable. Once you start, each small victory fuels your confidence to keep going. Remember, progress is built on consistent action. Taking that first step today is how every success story begins. Think about where you want to be in a year or 5 years. Now, start with something simple. When you stay committed to this process, you'll notice your financial situation improving one small step at a time. Let's embrace this momentum, because when you combine persistence with these manageable actions, you set yourself up for a brighter, more secure future. The journey to financial freedom starts now. What will your first step be? Imagine yourself 10, 15, even 30 years from now, having built a solid financial foundation through consistent effort. Maybe by 2035, you own 5 cash-flowing rental properties that generate enough passive income to cover your living expenses. Or perhaps you've paid off your mortgage and accumulated savings that allow you to travel, support your family, or pursue new passions without financial stress. The key to reaching these milestones isn't luck or overnight success. It's the power of steady, deliberate action over time. Using a simple 3-step budget can make this future a reality. First, understand where your money flows each month, tracking your income and expenses. Second, set clear, achievable goals, whether it's saving for a home, paying off debt, or investing for retirement. Third, create a categorized budget that highlights areas to cut costs and reallocate funds toward your priorities. By reviewing and adjusting this plan regularly, you keep yourself on track, making small improvements that compound into significant progress. Think about how consistent savings and smart investments today can grow over the years. Even modest contributions, when compounded, can lead to substantial wealth, like owning multiple income-generating properties or having enough saved to retire comfortably. The secret isn't in drastic moves, but in persistent, disciplined habits. And now that you see what's possible, here's how we wrap this up and take action. Start with a simple step today, whether it's tracking your expenses, checking your credit score, or setting a small savings goal. Because every small effort today builds the future you've been dreaming of. And there you have it, the simple 3-step budget that can truly transform your financial life. Remember, understanding your cash flow, setting clear goals, and categorizing your spending empowers you to make smarter choices, cut unnecessary costs, and stay on track toward your dreams. Thanks for sticking with me today. Every small step you take adds up to big progress over time. I encourage you to start today. Pick one step, like tracking your expenses or setting a savings goal, and see how much clearer your financial path becomes. What's your first financial goal for this year? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this helpful, make sure to hit like, subscribe for more tips, and check out our related video on how to boost your credit score fast. Remember, building wealth isn't about luck. It's about taking consistent, smart actions. Stay motivated, stay disciplined, and I'll see you in the next one.